Yo guys, what is up? Like what is generally up? How you guys been? Having a good time? Chuck it in the comments. Anyway, this is Scubbers from MenuDocs coming back at you with Discord.py episode 9, baby. And today we're just going to be going over, channels, categories, making some, deleting some, and everyone's favorite, a lockdown command, because, lockdown, yeah, sorry, struck a bit close to home. Been home for 6 weeks now. Anyway, in that time, we've managed to make a channel stats command. And in that command, it goes over a few things that channels have. Also, we dive into the guild object, because, ctx.guild.name. Anyway, we're just going to set this up with an alias for CS. And we're just going to make sure that, the bot has managed channel permissions. That way you can access a few of these, which require, higher up permissions because they're settings. And other than that, we're just gonna make this equal to ctx.channel equals channel, because if you're gonna use a variable a lot, you might as well make it if you're gonna use an attribute of a variable a lot, you might as well make it a variable. Now, we're just gonna make an embed, stats for, what's the stats for? It's for this channel. So we're just gonna go channel name, and then we're gonna make a ternary operator for the description. Essentially, this is gonna go, if this is true, I want this as the message. If that is not true, I want this as a message. And we're using that for categories. So channels don't have to be in a category, But if they are, I want you to tell me it's in this category. The colors is going to be a random choice of a color like we do with all of our embeds. And then, well, we're going to get the guild's name, using that guild object there. Really nice and cool. And then we're going to get the channel's ID by getting the ID attribute. We're going to use another ternary here. So if the channel has a topic, I just want the channel topic, otherwise just tell me. There's no topic. Where is the channel's position, is it right at the top of the guild channels? Is it in the middle? Is it down the bottom? That sort of stuff. And then we're going to have a slow mode delay, can our everyday Joe type a message and go enter, or does he have to wait 30 seconds? But either way, that's what this is for. And we got the is NFFW, is it safe for work, or is it a not safe for work channel, or coming later on in Discord.py. But yeah, anyway, for now, that just tells you if it is or not. And then is it a news channel? So a news channel is the MenuDocs announcement channel. That's a news channel because you can follow it and get updates in your own guild. You don't even have to look at that channel specifically. So that's a pretty cool thing, actually. The creation time, when was the channel created? Yesterday, today, sometime in the future, 2 years ago. Just cool stuff. Channel.permissions _ synced. So essentially, if it's in a category, you can sync the permissions with the category, so you don't even have to modify the channel permissions. You just set the category permissions and boom, you're off. The channel hash, everything's got a hash. So essentially, it's just a different value for where things are stored in memory. As far as I'm aware, that's how Discord.py uses it as well. But Python's got a built-in hash method, so hash method, and all objects are hashable. So we just return that, for the fun of it. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go check it out naturally. Dive into Discord. You can see I've been testing the bot out. So why don't we just go here? We're just gonna go recording. We'll get rid of this channel here. I've been testing it out. It's been taking a while. And then, anyway, so we're just going to dive in here, and then we're just going to go -help. I honestly can't remember our prefix these days. There we go. That's cool. And I get the feeling that is our bot. So, let's run channel stats. Ooh. So, the name's recording, yeah. Category, it's in the recording category. This is my guild name. That's the channel ID. There's no topic because there's no topic. That's the 10th channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, makes sense. No slow mode, not NSFW, not news. Was created about half a minute ago. Firms are not synced, and there's the channel hash. Sick. So that's cool, but I want to learn how to make my own channels instead of having to right click and clone them. So to do that, what we're going to quite simply do is jump into here into episode 9, and then we're just going to make a new group, and we're going to call this group at commands.group, and I'm going to copy this over because last time I failed miserably. And then we're going to put in the first of our 3 decorators at commands.guild underscore only. Now, I did say 3, remember, so what's the next one? Commands.has underscore guild underscore permissions. And what permission do we want? Manage underscore channels equals to a true. And then, guess what? Copy paste. Nah, it's not that simple, we're going to put bot. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that when you're trying to create a channel, you know, it's in a Discord, because DMs are just messaging the author, or messaging a member, or messaging a user object. And, well, I want to make sure that the person making the channel can like actually make a channel, and that the bot can actually make a channel and follow through. So, hence our permissions. Then I'm just going to go self, ctx, bam, bam. Oh wait, ctx.send. Well, nothing's happening here, so invalid sub command pass. Boom, done. Now this is going to be a really hard one for you. It's called copying and pasting, because essentially every command from here on out is going to feature these overrides. So we're going to go async def category, and then we're going to go self ctx role, because I'm just going to show off how you can use roles. So you know how you can set permissions for roles? Yeah, that's what we're doing here. So I'm going to show you how to set permissions for a role. Now this is requiring a role. You can get rid of it if you want, and that way you don't need to provide a role. And then the way Discord permission objects work is we're going to make a dictionary called overrides, and within that overrides we're going to have a role. So we're going to go ctx.guild.default underscore role. Now because this is a dictionary, we need to, you know, have a key and have a value. What's the value? Well, you need to have a discord.permission override. That's great. And what are these? Well, I don't want everyone to be able to read messages, so false. Now, because this is dictionary, I want ctx.guild.me, which is essentially just the bot in this Discord. You know, I want him to be able to read messages. So we're going to just go copy, paste, bam, bam, set you to true. A thank you, then we're going to go roll, and then we're going to go, guess what? Copy, paste, bam. Really that simple. And then you know what we're going to do? Category equals await. Awaity. Await ctx.guild.create. Guess what? Underscore category. Oh my god. What's the name? Well, that's the name we provided. And what are the permissions? Well, that's the permissions we provided. Overrides, name, yada yada, and well, I just want to tell them, you know, wait, ctx.send. Hey dude, I made, what did we make? Category.name? That's good to me. So let's go test this out, shall we? Bam. So what does this help you do? Wow, would that help new category? So if I go new category at owner, then what should we call it? MenuDocs, because we love it. Wow, it worked. Look at this. What are the permissions for it? Oh, not everyone can see it. The bot can see it, and the owner can see it. Oh my god, guys, it worked. Now anyway, let's jump back in there, because you know I want to put a channel in there. And now, really hard. You want to highlight the whole thing, Control C for copy, and then Control V for paste. And then we're just going to go through here. We're going to go category. Don't want a chat. I don't want a category. I want a channel. And then we're going to go channel. We have to change this from create underscore category to, you guessed it, channel. Except it has to be create underscore text channel, because there's no base channel, because you know you've got a text channel and then you've got a voice channel, so you have to specify which one you want. And now essentially what I'm just going to do here is run the bot, show you it works, and then show you how to put that into a channel, into a category, sorry. So I'm gonna go help new again, as we do, and we're gonna go to new channel at owner because we're still requiring a role, and let's go test 1. Now you notice it works, but it like puts it up here. But like I don't want to have to drag it all the way down here. That's just like so much work. Surely there's a way I can do it so I don't have to drag it. Well, you'd be right. Category. We just specify, you know, category in here when we make it, and we go self.bot.get underscore channel. Bam. I really cannot spell tonight. Self.bot.get underscore channel. Provide your ID. Run the bot. And then we're just gonna go new a channel at owner. Hey Taser, I'll check your messages later on. Test who? Can you take a guess before I run the command where it's gonna put it? Or is it gonna error? It worked. Anyway, so that's how you make channels. You can make them without a category. If you make it with a category, it'll put it underscore the category. It's like cool. Well, I got 2 channels in now, but I only want 1, you know? Like, I can't be bothered, like, manually deleting them. So, of course, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna make some commands, you know? Help us out here. We delete them all. And I'm actually just gonna go over here and copy and paste this again. Because, you know, this is most of this tutorial is really just copy and paste work. Delete. And then we're gonna go and if you had to take a guess, what is this? Add delete dot command, and then we're just gonna bam async def category self ctx category, and you know we're gonna type in this to a discord dot. Now this is also technically a part of a channel, so it's a category, a channel, which is, you know, great. And then you can also provide an optional reason which gets passed through to, you know, audit log, or if you make your own logs type of thing. And then we're just gonna go await category dot delete reason equals a reason, and then you know what we're gonna do? ctx dot send. Hey man, I deleted. What did we delete? So Greg dot name maybe. For ya. Or for ya. For ya. Sweet. Delete that so we don't get an EOF. And then bam. Bam. And then we're going to go help. Delete and hope it works. Provide the idea. We're going to go delete category. Because I felt like it, dude. Whoa, it deleted it. And it put the roles up here. But now they're just kind of sitting there ugly, so let's get rid of them as well. And you guessed it, we're gonna copy and paste, except we're gonna change it from channel to category. Channel, bang, 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 bang. Now you can set this to none. We're gonna go equals none. Yeah, then we're also gonna go channel equals ctx. Yeah, sorry, channel equals channel. Or ctx.channel, so if they don't provide a channel, I'll delete the channel at some type of thing. And then essentially that is us. Yeah, there is something I want to, you know, talk about here, and that is type in changes, but that's not really a biggie. And what I want to talk about is, you know, Python naming conventions. When they're class, you can have the same function names, like they are kind of routing to a different place, but really, idealistically, you shouldn't have 2 functions with the same name. That's bad naming conventions. I've got a random invite there, a random YouTube link. You really shouldn't be doing this. So like, you noticed with me doing it, you noticed that it worked, but like, category there, category here, like, yes, but you just want to save yourself hassle in the future. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go underscore category, please and thank you, and then you're like, oh, but doesn't that change the name of the command? How do I call it? Well, we just set the name up here, and that way we can have different functions. That way if we ever need to call them, it doesn't try overload each other if you're from another language, you know, method overloading, that type of thing. And that way you just keep it separate. That way it's easy to keep track of. And this is the way to do it. And it's future-proofing your code so that you don't have to come back and rewrite it and start wondering why it starts to break in, I don't know, a month's time or anything. But trust me, just keep all your function names different. You can set the name to whatever you want, like we've done there, it'll work fine. Yes, it worked fine now, but keep your function names different. It's just the right thing to do. And now, don't mind my little hiccup there. We're gonna make our nice little lockdown command. It's actually really, symbolic, as my English teacher would say. We're in a lockdown and I'm making a lockdown command. What would it be? Symbolism for 5 points, please, Alex. But anyway, I'm not quite too sure why I'm writing these out and explaining it at the same time when I can just copy and paste, because it's exactly the same. And then we're just going to go async def lockdown self ctx channel. What are we going to do? Discord dot text channel equals none. I might just make sure to set it as, channel equals channel, or ctx dot, what was it? Channel. Now, there's 3 statements we need here. We need an if, we need an elif, and we need an else. So the if is for, let's say you create a brand new channel. You haven't changed a single permission. That means, so a channel that overwrites is a list of dictionaries of roles with permissions in them. If you haven't changed a single permission, that'll just be an empty dictionary. So we need to check if ctx.guild not slash default underscore role underscore please not in channel dot override. Bam. So if the default role, which is the @everyone role, is not in channel dot overrides, we can safely just say that it does not exist. So we can create a dictionary of overwrites as we've been doing with ctx.ctx apparently. ctx.guild.default underscore role. Set that to a Discord dot. Cool. Make sure this is a capital, otherwise Discord will pull me up. Send messages equals false. So we've set our overwrite, and then we're just gonna go await channel dot edit overrides equals overrides, and then we're gonna go await ctx dot send bang 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 bang. I have put channel dot name on lockdown. Now for some nice formatting, why don't we just go put this in some markdown, and then well, yeah, let's test it out, shall we? Run the bot. Now, because I know this won't work, we need to create a test channel. We need to check that it has literally the default permissions. And then we're going to go in here, we're going to go lockdown. Why didn't it work? Because channel is not defined. No. Alright, so channel 1, 2, 3 ends. So, what could possibly be the problem, I wonder? Well, probably because channel is defined with 2 ends, but I put 3. So, quite a simple fix. We just read the error message. It told us what the problem was, and then we looked in our code and found the relevant fix. Now if we type lockdown, what's the issue now? Well, quite simply put, it's gone ahead and it's changed the permissions when we last ran the command. But, it failed to send. So that's another condition where if you don't have like a try except block, it changed the permissions, but then it didn't tell us. So it failed, but it also succeeded at the same time. That's why this command isn't running, because technically it's already run. And then this will fail because we have changed the permissions. So now we need to check elif channel.overwrites, and then we're gonna index that with ctx.guild default underscore role, and then we're gonna go dot send underscore messages equals true, or so essentially this is gonna go and it's gonna check the discord.permission overwrite for send messages, and if it's true it'll trip. Otherwise, if dot send underscore messages none, So this line here is, so we're checking if it's none. So a permission object can have three variables, values. True, which is explicitly saying yes. I can show you on Discord actually. So this is false, this is none, this is true. Even though all of these look like they haven't been touched, this is now actually inside of channel.overwrites with ctx.guild.default_role, because this has been changed before. It is now just got a value of none, which is why it wasn't tripping before, is because it's been changed. And then we're just going to go down here, and we're just going to go and do something different. So we're going to go overwrites equal channel.overwrites ctx.guild.default_role. That way we can work with the variable, and then we're just going to go overwrites.send underscore messages equals false. And then we're going to go await channel.set underscore permission, two s's please. And then we're just going to go ctx.guild.default_wrong overwrite equals overwrites. Then we're going to go await. So now these two if statements essentially do the same thing, except if it doesn't exist we create it, if it does exist we modify it. So you might be wondering why we're doing this whole lot differently. It's because if you're going to make this overwrites dictionary here, it completely erases all pre-existing permissions on the channel. So say you had for that role, not for the entire channel, but for the @everyone role. So if you had it so that @everyone could, send TTS, text to speech. If you trip this one here, that would set it to none. Every single permissions besides send messages will be set to none. Whereas this one here will only change send messages, so your pre-existing permissions won't change. Which is exactly what you need. Now, let's go test this out. So, lockdown please. I have put test on lockdown. Look at this, look. Works perfect. I kind of want to unlock the channel now, you know? So let's just put an else statement in there. If neither of those are true, copy this over, and then we're just going to go true. I have put from lockdown. I have removed, and then let's run the bot. Lockdown. I have removed test from lockdown. Permissions. Send underscore messages. Oh, look at that. They can send messages now. Now, just to show what I mean by this, is, well actually we can do it in the test channel. So let's jump in the test channel, you know, let's set this to none. Well, let's lock down, we're locking down the channel, right? So let's leave that as it is, and then we'll set underscore these, you know, we'll go like this. So we'll set our permissions to this, right? So you'll be like, oh yeah, that'll be fine. And I just want to show what this does. And so I'm just going to go have a symbol equals, oh, 1, equal, 1. So I just want to make sure this if statement goes, and I can show you it overriding. And we're going to go a lockdown. I've put test on lockdown. Permissions, you see it's removed every single permission and set it back to none and left this. So that's not what you want, which is why in here in the code we are only editing the permission we want. Up here you can change whatever permissions you want because they don't exist, right? This is making a new dictionary because one doesn't exist. This is editing the pre-existing one. And that's all you need, really. Anyway, that's our episode done. That's episode 9 done. Happy coding to you guys. Keep going, you know, keep persevering. And like always, if you have any problems, read the documentation, jump into Discord. We're more than happy to help. Peace out, y'all.